Hello everyone and welcome to the Sephora Pro channel. Today I'm here to teach you a few tips and tricks on how to apply your highlight. This is a question that I get from a lot of clients when they walk into the store, and I wanted to tell you best practices, talk about placement, and also how to do your highlight by layers. So the first step is going to be to apply your complexion. I already did my complexion all over, so add your foundation and your concealer, and then add a little bit of contour. So with a synthetic brush, I'd apply some of the contour on the sides of my forehead and my cheekbones. Now, let's talk about tools. I will be using a beauty blender, which is the same that I use to apply my foundation, or you can also use a synthetic brush if that's your preference. And then for product, we'll be using a liquid highlighter. This one is from Becca and the color is Moonstone. Also a cream highlight. This is from Smashbox and it's called LA Lights. And last but not least, I highlight in a powder form. This one is from Hourglass and it's the Ambient palette, which is fabulous. If you're a professional makeup artist, I would highly recommend that you get the Ambient palette. So why don't we start? I will be applying some of the liquid highlight in the back of my hand, and with the beauty blender pick some of that liquid highlight, and I will be placing it on higher points of my cheekbones, and you can do it over your brow or under your brow depending on the shape of your eyes. So dab in really soft, and I'm gonna go over my brow. Always make sure that you layer the product and you blend at the same time. You guys see the difference from one side to the other. So highlighting definitely gives a lot of light. It brings the attention to your eyes. It's like if you had two light balls, or yeah, like two different focuses on both of your eyes, and it creates luminosity, makes your skin look glowy, and it helps the skin to look young and fresh. So we talked about this before on another video. It's very important that you keep symmetry. So I will be doing the same application that I did on my right side. One tip is to not bring your highlight passing your iris. So that's where your highlight should stop. And then you can blend it kind of like on top of your contour. It gives this beautiful luminosity, especially when you move the face. And this is what you see in a lot of celebrities when they go to red carpets. A little bit more on your beauty blender, and I'll be highlighting the bridge of the nose. It looks so beautiful in pictures, and when you see all the beauty campaigns and the magazines, usually models have this highlight on the bridge of the nose. Very light. Now, with a concealer brush, very little of that highlight. And I know that I have the hair of my beard, but for women, definitely highlighting the Cupid bow makes a big difference. It gives a lot of volume, or adds volume to the lips, and it kind of like brings the attention of the eye to your lips. You can also do a little bit on your chin. And I will say, be mindful or careful of how much highlight do you add on the center of the forehead. You can do it, but I'm not gonna do it this time. I will just prefer to have it in these two areas, and then the lips, because otherwise sometimes when you have too much highlight it may look a little oily. I'm going to use a little bit of translucent powder from Laura Mercier, and what I'm doing with this powder, it's setting all my makeup so that I can do another layer on top. Grab the powder with your brush and tap the excess. The good thing about highlighting with liquids is that it looks like it's your natural glow, like it's your natural shine coming through the makeup, and it definitely helps your makeup to look more natural. So let's do another layer, and I will be using the cream from Smashbox, and I'll actually be using my fingers. So layering on top of what I already built, very little. But because I'm using liquids and creams, the highlight looks very natural. It looks like it's my own shine coming through. And because I'm working with different mediums, it helps, it's easier for me to make it show on the camera. So this is what I do on models and celebrities when I'm doing makeup on set. Go, make sure that you blend it really well. And the last step will be to set all my highlights with the powder highlight. I will be using the lighter shades. Lightly tap the excess of your brush and layer on top. So because I'm using 3 different types of highlighters, it looks airbrush, it looks very natural, and there's no texture. And voila! So this is how professional makeup artists highlight when they're on set or in Fashion Week. I really hope you learn some new tips with me today in the Sephora Pro channel, and I can't wait to see you back next week. Thank you so much, and remember, practice makes master. Thank you, and have a beautiful week.